Good evening and welcome to Newsline. I am Claire Adilabu Abdul Razak. So here we are. If you love symmetry, if you notice patterns, today might just feel as though it was scripted. 3 firsts arriving all at once. The first day of February, the first day is Sunday, and of course the first day of the week. Coincidence? Maybe, but one thing is sure certain. New beginnings carry weight. They provoke thought, invite fresh choices, and of course call us to conversations that can shape the days ahead. So while no calendar can predict the twist of the month, here on Newsline tonight, we promise to keep you engaged with stories that truly matter. So tonight on Newsline, we will explore how an old companion is quietly rolling back into relevance, easing modern pressures and reminding us that some solutions endure, much like traditions, you may say, where a powerful sisterhood carries ancestral authority. And on a lighter note, the heartbeat of the NTA, the network newsroom, loosens the tie, just enough, though, to let the voices behind the headlines step briefly out of character. And as always, welcome aboard Newsline Airways, flight 900 hours, departing from the network service of the NTA in Abuja, where stories never end. Please fasten your seatbelts, stow your trays upright, and keep your curiosity alert. We're cleared for takeoff. And here is the news. Stakeholders across the Northwest states have united under a common mission to take advantage of the opportunities presented by the newly established Northwest Development Commission in order to accelerate development across the zone. Mohammed Umar Ajingi reports that the stakeholders converged on Kaduna to express their support for the full takeoff of the commission.
Stakeholders from the Northwest Zone converge here with a common goal to discuss ways to advance development in the Northwest states through the opportunities created by the newly established commission set up by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to address developmental needs in the zone.
To actualize this vision, the National Assembly...
One after the other, the participants took turns offering recommendations and proposing measures to guide the Commission's operations.
Beyond even the written and electronic submissions that we have received, we have more than 3,000 participants that came here, and the variety of opinions that were generated is a reflection of the keen interest of all stakeholders to address the challenges affecting the zone.
The next 2 days, the technical session would continue, which is selected few that will sit together and analyze all these submissions and put together with what they have gathered all along and come up with a blueprint for the development of the region.
The Commission says it will work closely with these stakeholders to address the challenges facing the state in the zone and ensure effective implementation of its mandate. In Kaduna, I am Muhammad Umar Ajingi, NTA News.
And troops of the Joint Task Force Operation Hadinkai have recorded a major operational success with the elimination of a senior Boko Haram ISWAP commander, Abu Khalid, and 10 other terrorists during a night operation in Borno State. In a statement by the Media Information Officer Headquarters Joint Task Force Northeast Operation Hadinkai, Lieutenant Colonel Sani Ubar Abu Khalid, identified as the second in command of Boko Haram in the Sambisa forest, was neutralized by troops of Sector 1 in collaboration with the civilian Joint Task Force during an engagement at the Komala area of Kunduga local government area. Now, the operation came barely 24 hours after the elimination of another notorious commander, Jolabib, in the Gujuba axis of the Timbuktu Triangle. Abu Khalid was a key figure in the terrorist hierarchy, responsible for coordinating operations and logistics within the same axis. Now, items recovered during the operation include 5 AK-47 rifles, magazines, bicycles, assorted logistics and food items, as well as large quantities of medical supplies. Now, no casualty was recorded among the troops. Clearance operations are ongoing across the Sambisa Forest, Mandara Mountains, and Timbuktu Triangle, as well as other terrorist hideouts in the northeast. And the Speaker of Niger State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Abdul Malik Mohammed Sadiq, has commended the Nigerian Army Department of State Services, DSS, and other security agencies for successfully dislodging bandits in Mariga local government area and parts of the Niger North Senatorial District. He describes the operation as a major breakthrough against insecurity, noting that the professionalism and bravery of the security personnel led to the killing and arrest of several bandits, as well as the rescue of over 70 kidnapped victims through intelligence-driven joint operations. The commendation was contained in a statement issued by the acting head, Directorate of Media and Public Relations of the Assembly, Mairo Adamu Mani. He praised the sacrifices of security operatives and said the operation had restored confidence among residents who had lived in fear. Sadiq assures security agencies of continued support of Niger State government. And in other stories, in his continued efforts to drive commitment and increase productivity, the Chief Executive Officer of Love Bite Foods and Beverages Limited, Innocent Nwosu, has disbursed 300 million naira to his outstanding staff and customers across the country. Uchenna Nwokoyo reports that the appreciation gala night party held at the Love Bite Factory, Nobi, in the Demile South local government area of Anambra State was for the year 2025.
Love Bite Foods and Beverages Limited, bakers of Love Bite Family Bread, has a workforce of more than 600 direct employees, mostly young people. The reward for hard work is more work that leads to greater output. This has been one of the pillars that drive productivity at the company. Best performed staff were selected based on neatness, punctuality, diligence, among other criteria. Outstanding staff for the year 2025 from the lowest to the management cadre won as much as 30 million naira, 25 million naira, and 23 million naira, with the least rewarded smiling home with 500,000 naira.
I've not seen a manager or a company that does as we are. I'm very grateful for our CEO.
The reward is part of annual end-of-year Thanksgiving service by the Love Bite family in appreciation to God for a successful business year. Distributors from different parts of the country were also rewarded according to their sales, with some winning as much as 7 million naira.
They really try and push, but it's not easy for our director to recognize us in this manner.
When somebody buy 1 million for bread for you, maybe you bring out 10, it's not too much, it's not a big deal. But the thing is, can you save that money and keep it for the end of the year? The money we send and the end of the year, we now bring it back now to bring it back to them. Because we have seen that if you don't give them or if you don't save for them, eventually they may not be able to save on their own.
The company can be everywhere. Customers are basically our marketers, talking about distributors and key partners. Alright, they are the marketers of the products.
Love Bite Family Bread is one of the best breads in the Nigerian market. From the Love Bite Factory, Nobi, in the Demile South local government area, Uchenna Nwokoyo, NTN News.
All right, and next is Kellogg's, and in line with its commitment to education and youth development, Kellogg's Nigeria has awarded scholarship checks to 150 winners and outstanding children under its Superstar Scholarship Initiative. Imeldo reports that the 7th edition of the program, which with the theme My Superstar Journey, featured creative entries from pupils in nursery and primary schools. And her report is presented from our studios here in Abuja.
It is always an exciting and fulfilling moment for both parents, teachers, children, and the Kellogg's brand to promote educational excellence by identifying, rewarding, and encouraging young Nigerians each year as they strive to achieve their dreams.
For 7 years, doing this consistently, all in a bid to ensure that we secure the future of our kids and equally alleviate the pain and pressure on parents.
The Kellogg's Superstar Scholarship is designed to support talented students and reward their hard work with educational grants.
I want to be a doctor. I am going to work hard.
This year, 150 children selected from various schools are each receiving 150,000 Naira education grants, turning their dedication and efforts into real support for their learning journey.
I participated in this competition because I knew that I wanted to become a great person in future. Thank you to Kellogg's for letting me to come here, giving me such a big opportunity in my life. Thank you, Kellogg's. I love you.
They are really doing great. And it's very, very good that something like this is going on in the school.
Kellogg's is a very good brand. In fact, I give it to my kids. They have outstanding products that are so good for our children. It's so nourishable, a lot of vitamins.
Kellogg's says the Superstar Scholarship reflects its commitment to nurturing young minds and investing in Nigeria's future beyond the breakfast table.
We've been very, very fulfilled, seeing kids grow from strength to strength, express themselves. And the good thing is we still try to keep on track with these kids. We monitor what they do, and it's been very good because based on our own involvement with their lives, it's been joyous. It's been very good for us.
With this presentation, the brand affirms education of children as a shared responsibility, one that rewards excellence and inspires hope.
And President Bola Ahmed Tinubu extends heartfelt congratulations to the Publicity Secretary of the All Progressives Congress, APC, in Lagos State, Mogaji Oduseye Oladejo, as he clocks 860, on the 2nd of February. In a message, President Tinubu describes the celebrant as a dependable party man whose articulate engagement and clarity of purpose have significantly strengthened the APC in Lagos State. The President commends Oladejo for his steadfast commitment to progressive politics, party unity, and democratic ideals, noting that his years of service as a party spokesman reflects discipline, loyalty, and deep understanding of grassroots mobilization. The President acknowledges Oladejo's long-standing role in advancing the values of good governance and responsible political communication, stressing that his contributions have helped sustain the progressive legacy of Lagos State while nurturing a new generation of party faithful. Now, the world of music honors a giant, Fela Anikulapo Kuti. Fela was more than a musician. He was a fearless voice of the people, a philosopher of freedom, and a revolutionary force whose music confronted injustice and reshaped global sound. In a message, President Tinubu praised his courage, creativity, and conviction that defined a generation and continued to inspire the world. In Yoruba mythology, he has transcended to a higher plane as an Orisha. Fela Kuti blazed the trail with the Recording Academy of America's Lifetime Achievement Award, becoming the first African to receive this honor through posthumously. The award is an affirmation of his enduring global influence and the foundational role he has played in the evolution and impact of Africa on modern music. The President notes that late Fela defined Afrobeat, and his influence reflects on generations of Nigerian musicians in Afrobeats and beyond. And in other series, following Super Eagles' bronze medal finish at the AFCON tournament in Morocco, Goldberg Premium Lager Beer, an award-winning high-quality product brewed by Nigerian Breweries PLC, wrapped up its AFCON 2025 campaign with a message of resilience, national pride, and belief in Nigerians. Lumide Eguntala tells us more.
Under its Our Beat Our Gold campaign, Goldberg transformed AFCON 2025 into a shared national experience by bringing fans closer to the football action. Across Nigeria, the brand activated match viewing experiences with a festival of drums and lights, turning match days into cultural celebrations with music, drums, and communal energy. Beyond the country's borders, the brand also took influencers and the Nigerian breweries distributors to Morocco, ensuring that the green and white spirit traveled with the team and provided the needed support. The brand representative said the bronze medal winning feat is part of a continued journey, one that reflects Nigeria's consistency at AFCON and the enduring bond between the national team and its supporters. The brand reaffirmed its long-term commitment as the official beer of the Super Eagles, standing with the Nigerians wherever the game is played and standing with the Super Eagles through every high and low. It will be recalled that Nigeria defeated Egypt on penalties in the third-place match and once again underlined Nigeria's long-standing presence at the top level of African football. In Lagos, Olumide Eguntola, NT News.
All right, thank you, Olumide. And on to sports updates now. Bade Adeleye is right here with us. And Bade, while the Premier leaders are still trudging on, Manchester United seems to be learning the winning streaks. You said so yourself.
3 in a row for them now. Let's see if they can make it 5. Welcome, Claire. All right, let's quickly talk sports, as after years of absence, the Nigeria Volleyball Super Cup returns this year, with teams battling for top honors after draws were conducted during a technical meeting on Sunday in Abuja. In the men's category, Pule has CNS Pikers, Ajase, and the Nigeria Correctional Service, while Pool B features Nigeria Customs Service, Life Camp, and Defense Pikers. In the women's event, Customs, Fire Service, and Coas Pikers are in Pool A, with CNS Pikers, Excelsior, and Vipers in Pool B. Monday's opening matches at the indoor sports hall of the Moshood Abiola National Stadium in Abuja will see Ajase face the Correctional Service as Customs battle Life Camp, while Fire Service take on Coas Pikers, with CNS meeting Excelsior.
Super Cup is all about bringing out one champion among the 2 champions that come out of the league. And we have 3 clubs coming in from each of the leagues. That is first, second, and third, which means we'll have 6 teams competing for this particular cup, both in the male and female category.
Let's talk football now, beginning with the Nigeria Premier Football League, where 11 goals were scored across 5 matches on March the 24th on Sunday in Enugu. Rangers recovered from last week's defeat at Plateau United to secure an impressive 2-0 win over Kano Pillars in their quest for the league title. In Katsina United ended their 3-game winless run with a brace from Uche Collins to condemn Abia Warriors to a 2-0 defeat. Elsewhere, Enyimba bounced back from a 4-game winless run to beat Bayelsa United by Longo, while the match between Niger Tornadoes and Bendel Insurance, as well as the game between Wiki Tourist and Nasarawa United, all ended in draws. Away to the English Premier League now, which is never short of drama and entertainment, as Manchester United continue to impress under Michael Carrick with yet another victory at Old Trafford against Fulham in a 5-goal thriller which moved them back to 4th. Substitute Benjamin Sesko was the hero as he snatched a dramatic 94th minute winner after Fulham thought Kelvin's 91st minute equalizer had earned them a 2-2 draw. Manchester United had gone 2-0 up with 2 goals from Casemiro and Cunha, only for Fulham to pick them back. Elsewhere, 10-man Brentford claimed a 1-0 win at Villa Park to dent Aston Villa's Premier League title ambitions. At the City Ground, Ismail Assar's first-half penalty enabled Crystal Palace to claim a hard-fought draw at 10-man Nottingham Forest. Sunday's actions wrapped up at Tottenham Stadium as Manchester City's title challenge was dealt yet another blow, as they are now 6 points behind league leaders Arsenal after a 2-2 draw with Tottenham. Finally, Australian Open men's singles final delivered a historic finish as Carlos Alcaraz made history as the youngest man to win all 4 major Grand Slam titles at the age of 22, with victory against Novak Djokovic in Sunday's final. Alcaraz was 4 years old when Djokovic reached the final in 2008, and it was the Spaniard who came out top with a 4-set victory on Rod Laver Arena. The 2026 Australian Open title adds to Alcaraz's 2 trophies, each at the French Open, Wimbledon, and the US Open. And that does it on Sports Tonight. Let's now return to Claire.
Thank you. Thank you for the update on the local Premier League. But I'm just wondering, just a quick one, why it usually plays hide and seek when it comes to attention. It doesn't get the spotlight it deserves.
What are you talking about?
Local Premier League.
Well, it's back on TV now. That's the good news, and it's been supported by the Nigerian government. So we will.
Is back on NTA?
Yes.
Oh, I thought we should emphasize that. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
All right, now let's take you to the weather center now for a check on the weather details for tomorrow, Monday.
Glad to have you join us on the weather forecast. We're seeing moisture influx reaching the north-central cities, bringing patches of cloud cover, though hazy condition will still linger in the atmosphere, reducing visibility in some areas. Over the south, expect partly cloudy skies with possibility of isolated thunderstorms, particularly over the southwest inland areas and coastal cities, as well as the southeast and south-south coastal cities. In contrast, the northern region will remain dry and sunny with no significant weather expected, offering a nice clear day for those areas. And that's the weather forecast for Monday. I'm Sefia Senginusa. Stay weather away and thank you for watching.
All right, thank you, Sefia Yunusa, for the weather forecast. And that does it for news segment on Newsline. Please, you may now get up, take a walk, get yourselves a cup of tea as we settle in for Newsline proper in a moment.